Hey, what's up, guys? We are here at another episode of Alpine Slopes. I want to thank you guys for continuously watching this series. I know there's not a lot of you guys, but at least there's some people, and it's just really nice because I don't make this series because I want the views or all that. I do it because I actually like this game. It's like probably one of my favorite games, and I actually have something special for you guys. Near the end of the episode, I don't know if you will, you may have already, if you looked at the thumbnail, you may have already saw it. If you didn't, just ignore what I just said. I am adding a little bit of, I'm not gonna say lore, I'm just gonna say a backstory to this park, and some lore, backstory, sort of gonna give you guys an idea of, oh, this is not just, at least it's not trying to be just a playing code park, it's trying to do something somewhat realistic. And I will show you guys that later on. But right now we are working on this front-ish area of the park. One thing I am not that proud of from this episode is the food stall that I created. It's just that it's only one building, and I would next time I'm recording, which is like it's not this after this episode, but episode after that, I want to add in first of all, I want to add in a roller coaster, which I've actually already done. It's not a big roller coaster; it's a tiny roller coaster. Just so if little Johnny is too scared to go on the Blue Monster, even though it is a family-based coaster, they can go on the other coaster. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But this park, I want it to be sort of more old-fashioned. I don't want it to be like a Cedar Fair or Six Flags park, which is actually part of the lore of the park. And I'm trying to not like building-wise work on a budget, but like roller coasters, theming, I'm going to build on a budget. So maybe like out in the woods you would do that, but there's not going to be a whole dark ride. There may be a dark ride, but there won't be like a Disney style dark ride. Maybe maybe a Knott's Berry Farm esque dark ride where it doesn't seem as I would say like maybe the Timber Log Mountain ride is themed, but it's not themed to the level of like Splash Mountain is at Disneyland. So it's like not like somewhere you would expect big budget rides. But moving on, this is what I was talking about earlier. This food stall. I'm not the greatest fan of it, but it's gonna have to work for now. Just because this is the only place inside the park that patrons. I know that's probably not what I'm supposed to, but that's what we call them. But this is the only place inside the park that you actually get food. I know in this save, necessarily, you can leave the park because from the main entrance, actually that main staff building, that forwards is all part of the park. And it doesn't realize that that's just a entrance gate in it, because the game, I put the ticket booth in there, so the game's like, oh, this is the entrance. So people are gonna exit and enter the park as they do. But actually, I think I like that because it gives the idea that, oh, people are getting their hands stamped and waiting for their not waiting, but they're going to get food, and then they're gonna come back and ride more rides, because technically that's a possibility, and I think that's going to be a really good idea. Hopefully once I'm done with this park, I'm going to do another series. Maybe that one will be more of a big style theme park or amusement park, or I'm also thinking maybe sort of like a city park, and maybe there's like multiple parks in the area and they're like, okay, we gotta one up this other park, so we go big, we go bigger, etc. But that would be pretty nice. But I'm going to let you guys enjoy some music, and I'll come back when we are talking about the lore. Okay, so we are about to come up onto the lore that I talked about earlier. And first thing first, we have a logo to the park, and I'm going to be putting it in right now. I did not create it, of course I didn't. I will add the person who did create it links into the description where you can purchase one of your own. And let me get into the lore right now. So Alpine Slopes first opened as a diner in 1921. It was owned and operated by Carlos Slopes and his wife, Emily Slope. That's where the name Slopes comes from. It's not actually from like a mountain or a slope that's relevant in the area. It's because of their last name. Due to a few lackluster years in the Great Depression, Mr. Slope decided to open Alpine Slopes as an amusement park with a main gate, guest services building, and carousel. He decided to do this as he believed that if he was to add more attractions and things to the park or area, that people would show up. As before, it was not really a major area. It was like you could see open space for miles. The park has stayed in the Slope family since opening, and even though many attempts by Six Flags and Cedar Fair in the 2000s when Carlos Slope's wife passed. So this park has had some historic value to the family, and like I said earlier, I wanted to keep it a cheap-ish park. I wanted to still look nice while at the same time making it not like major thrill rides, or say they want a major thrill ride, like, oh, we need to bring some more people into the park. Well, instead of going to B&M, Intamin, they would probably end up going to someone more like Gerstlauer, or someone like RMC, maybe to put in a small kiddie coaster, but it's never going to be something really big. Like, that's why not a lot of the coasters are going to probably go past the tree line. I would like some coasters going past the tree line, but yeah. I sort of want a golden age for the park where they're adding in more expensive coasters and they're going more experimental. And then, like, at a certain point, they started to maybe stop putting in as much money, considering that maybe they added more parks to a chain, or who knows. But I'm not 100% sure. But this area I really like. On the next episode we're gonna be working more on it, so this area is not complete. And next episode, like I said earlier, we are gonna be building a roller coaster. Don't be too excited. It's not, like I said earlier, it's not a B&M. We're probably not gonna have any B&Ms in this park unless they're like, who knows, like a relocated looper, so it may be janky and all that. But the only thing that's the downside about this ride is that I couldn't put a lot of queues path, but I think realistically you would add like a longer queue line outside into the actual path. And also I'm assuming later on in the park's life that this area isn't going to get that much attraction. But we are getting towards the end of this episode, so hopefully you guys do enjoy whatever comes up in your next recommended hopefully from one of my videos. And I would really like to see you guys watch more of this series, because it's really fun for me to make. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye!